Howdy, 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 everybody. It is 12 noon. How's everybody doing this afternoon or this morning, whichever? I have an echo here. Well, what's going on? Where is it coming from? Let's see it. Maybe that'll be better. Glad to have everybody with me. Oh, get tongue tied today. Wait for a few more to come on. I got a lot of important things to say. And want to get to as many as I can. If you're on, go ahead and say hello. I say hello to you. Morning, Matt. That's partially what I'm going to talk about today, Matt. I've been thinking about it, been thinking strong. There are certain people that I do not want to be in here. Absolutely do not want. I mentioned them about the other day. That's exactly right. A lot of people are getting in other channels. They're getting blocked. They're getting immediately booted as soon as they get on there. I've been in that situation once. Got booted the minute I come in because I offended somebody. Not trying to offend, but it happened because I asked them to keep it out of my room. Or the room is in. Hi, Charlene, how you doing? Good to have you. But we have to work out a way, which I'm trying to do, to let everybody have a voice. But, and I was thinking the same thing. Everybody here, I'm preaching to the choir, actually, and we can find out what these idiots are all about. And make them look stupid on their own without insulting them. Just ignore them, just ignore them. Trying to let that be let the mods, try to do what I ask. It's a tough, sticky wicky. Understand where the echo's coming from. It's driving me insane. Can you hear it out there? Hi there, Lynn. How you doing? Lynn, would you like to be one of my mods? Hi, Carol. How you doing? Good to have you. Okay, good enough. You just had to drive me crazy. Where was I? Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people are complaining because they say something and a mod bounces them. And I like my mods to give input too. A lot of people are downing them. They're, people I try to pick are people that experience and they know who's who and what's what generally. And they've made a lot of people mad. There's a lot of people mad. I have got a lot of flack about it. As we saw Monday, we let Havoc rule, and some time people out, some banned them. Actually, the way I'd like to have it is to, except for the ones that I previously mentioned, don't think I have to mention them again. I want them banned immediately. But the ones come in, another one put on the list is Creamy Puff. Put Creamy Puff on your list. But I know a lot of these people, and a lot of the tensions flare, and we need to let. We might think they're trolls, but they might be asking a legitimate question. So we need to let everybody know, if you're a troll, you come in here, yeah, I just said to that, man. I think I already have you on there. I just clicked and said remove, so I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. Oh, what happened? Okay, sorry about that. We all know Al Munson. I'll say it one more time. We all know Al Munson. And I've got the other one. I just said creamy puff. Oh, I know it is sage. Sage. Those three right now. Boom. If you want to come on and say anything contributing, it's fine. But the minute you step out of line or try to agitate or talk about people, I'll ask my mods to go ahead and, well, first of all, time them out. But let me see it first. I would like to see what they say, and go from there. Most of my mods are good. There's a lot of everybody complains about everybody, no matter who they are. Good, bad, or indifferent. People like to down the mods just like they like to down what I say on here. We have to learn to get along. If you're saying something, say it right. Try not to make a mistake and make it look like you're trolling or saying something negative. And we all have our differences. We all think different. We all think different. So we have to kind of distinguish what are they trying to prove before we jump the gun. I hate nothing worse than somebody come in and immediately you get zapped because you said something somewhere else that didn't sound good or didn't approve of what they thought or what have you. They zap you. Hi, Malcolm. How you doing, you and Tanya? We need to unite, and that's everybody. You don't have the freedom to say whatever you want. Don't have the freedom to say what you want. In here, there's no constitution. This is not the United States of America. This is my home. Somebody come in your home, you would not be able to say what you want in any of your homes. Somebody can't come in and just say what they want. That's going too far, way too far. So expect to get timed out. I'll give you 3 chances and gone. If you're just to instigate and cause trouble, you're out of here. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. 3 strikes, you're out. And try to get along with the mods because they're doing a fantastic job, and it's rough. It's rough keeping track of all what people say and how they say it, and it's a judgment call. Might be wrong, it might be right. If you think it's wrong, let me know. You have the freedom to do that too. So I want this to be one big happy family and bring other people in, like, share, subscribe, grow this family. I'm thinking about starting another channel in a different direction, different style. And I want everybody to get along and even come to that channel. Ooh. I had it up, but I closed it for some reason. Excuse me for being slow today, but I'm trying to work everything. I don't know how to mod people on Twitch, but I have you on YouTube, Glenn. Thank you very much. We have Shirlene, Lynn, Chaplain Jethro, and a couple others. Oh, Aruba. I even have Italian Princess, which I don't see on. But you know, everybody look after each other. Look at what you say, and think about what it sounds like to others before you say it. Keep it clean. Keep the language clean, and we'll get along. Just don't talk about others. Don't bring other channels into this. We talk about what we want to hear, and they can talk with whatever they want there. My echo quit. Go figure. This weekend, there is something going on here in Florida. As you can see there, it's a drag queen show in Lakeland, Sunday night at 9 o'clock, and it's for children. It's for children. Anybody in the Florida area that can make it, I think it should be a protest on Saturday, the day before. Unfortunately, I am not getting around as I should yet. Even the doctor told me to wait till next week to get my stitches out. I'm still bruising around the area they worked on, just now coming up. And I can't stand very long. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. I'm raring to go, but I can't stand long enough, and I'm too unstable and sturdy yet to get to do anything out live like that. All that can get there, please go either Saturday or Sunday. And please go as a group, because it is not a very good area. It's just north of Lakeland Hospital. I would say it's a rough area. So take plenty of support if you go. Everybody take note of that. If you know somebody in Florida in this area, around the Tampa, Orlando area, Lakeland, Winter Haven, anywhere really, close by Ocala, please go and show them what we want. If we don't want, let's let it be known. I hate it that I can't make it. And I'm calling on all patriots that can get there to go and do something. Even put it on. You can take this and put it on your. It's on Aruba's community page. You can take it, post it on your page, and condemn it, whatever. You need the word to get out. But this has to stop. Apparently, this is already a drag place already. And it bypasses the government. The DeSantis rule about it. So we had to show it that we don't want it. We had to show it. I just wish I could be there. We had to band together. When one can't do it, another one step in. Anyway, besides that, if you see something in your area, put it on. If you're on Facebook, whatever you're on, call it out. Send it to me. Email it to me. I'll put it out on here. There's a lot of it going on around the country, and a lot of us don't know. How you doing, Navi? Glad to have you here. Anybody has any suggestions, let me know on how you'd like to see things go about and get it out there, draw people closer together. Let me know. A lot of good ideas out there, and a lot of people not talking about it. What I'm thinking about is getting a more or less a type directory of different groups and their pages, their streams, what have you, and try to bring everybody together to unite. I want us to unite and not squabble among each other. There's no crap everywhere. There's a lot of groups out there, a lot of small groups. We can get everybody together. We can make one large group. I don't care by what name, as long as we're pushing the same agenda. As long as we're going for freedom and united, it doesn't matter. We have to be united to go on and succeed. I'll talk out there that we're dead. We don't have an oar in the water. I like to tell them they're wrong. They ain't seen nothing yet. We accomplish what we want to accomplish. We'll get a lot done. A lot done. And that includes everybody. Whatever race, nationality, whatever they are, they're welcome. They are welcome. But if we don't band together, we won't succeed. We're like dust in the wind. Not get anything accomplished. Like they think we're not getting anything accomplished now because they're all out there trying to shut us down. It ain't nothing but the devil. It ain't nothing but the devil. And even the people that aren't religious, they know it too. Everybody knows it. They're out to fight, shut us down. But we don't have the numbers right now to really accomplish a lot. But if we build it, it'll be a big wave, and it will be seen. Like criticism about 1776 sitting on the mall for over a month. Well, I'm sure it was watched. I'm sure it was heard. I'm sure our leaders saw it and heard about it. It opened a lot of people's eyes. Condemn them because they sit there and did nothing. Well, they did. They went to the Capitol. They protested around the Capitol with the signs and everything. If people watched what was going on, but they didn't watch, they just heard and just talked. They're just sitting in the mall doing nothing, playing games and eating lunch. And you hear it all the time. We have to look past that criticism. And it may not be doing a lot of good in Washington, D.C., because we got to start here locally. We have to work locally and work our way up. Get involved in your community. Call your local reps. Let them know how you feel. I mean, not just federal, but city, county, state, all the way up the ladder. Start from the bottom up. We had to get her done. And I've dedicated myself to try to get this going. Try to get her done. Hopefully we all can succeed. But like I say, we have to look from our own personal spot inside out. A lot of us has done things in the past. A lot of us has been stomped on, walked all over, but we can't hold a grudge. We have to let bygones be bygones and go from today forward. We have to start right now and get our act together. We're fighting with each other. Tell somebody you're sorry. Tell them you love them. If they think you did them wrong, tell them you're definitely sorry and you'll try to do better in the future. If you are doing bad things out there, mend your ways. Look at yourself. What am I doing? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? If we pass the test there, we can pass it on to others. We can show our love, show our respect. And we can get along and unite. The old saying is, united we stand, divided we fall. And it is oh so true. Oh, so true. Yeah, we've all done a lot of things good. We have to remember it. We have to remember what we did right, remember what we did wrong. Correct it, go on from there. A lot of live streaming supported back then. Not as many as there should have been. There should have been thousands. Should have been thousands. I noticed on the corner for the J6s that the press is kind of getting interested, popping up every now and then. Whether they tell the truth about it, I don't know. I haven't heard. That's another thing we need to watch and think about, pray about. The J6ers. These guys are real true patriots. And probably will come out of there, put a lot of work and help into it. Plus, they're going to go down in history. They're going to go down in history for sure. And we need to help free them as much as anything else. There's a lot of things we have to do. There's a lot of things that we just can't say at one time. Things come up every day. Makes things different. Yes, prayers for Gator Girl. She went, I think Aruba said 7:30 this morning. Probably something that I don't know how long it takes, but keep our prayers out for her. Hope everything goes fine. Hope she recovers well from this. But there's a lot of everybody said, well, what are you fighting for? What particular issue? What freedom have we lost? You know, people, we try to tell them, but a lot of people do not research. Even when we tell them, they don't listen. They come in with blinders on. But we got to keep trying. Got to keep educating, keep pushing, moving ahead. Start in your community. Go on your community page if you have one on Facebook or whatever. Ask them to come out and volunteer. Ask for patrons to come in, join your group. Bring up meetings. And try not to do it boringly. A lot of people are complaining that videos and things are the wrong way. They're boring, which is true. I think it's much better. You can have pictures, videos, illustrations. Say it in your own words. Talk to them one on one. Sorry, I'm still hoarse, and it comes and goes. So many people are satisfied being controlled. They've got used to the handouts and everything that the government gives us, and the government likes to tell them when they do something like lower the gas prices. Oh, we're working on it, but actually, no, they're not working on it. They planned it. They keep us satisfied. It's like giving a baby a pacifier. They give us that pacifier, and we calm down. We don't say anything. We just keep on getting on, and just, too many people trust the government. Too many people, unfortunately, still trust the government. Even everything that's going on. Just like I was watching a page talking about how, Walmart is building tunnels underneath Walmart. Military presence right next door or even in their parking lot. FEMA trailers with working offices where no disasters are. Barbed wire all across the roof. And the tunnels in Bentonville, Arkansas, the main office. Oh, that's a cold storage. But where does it go where they don't let the truck drivers go through, or when it continues on? But people want to say, where's the truth? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Well, we can't get in there to find the truth. That's the problem. There's something hidden. There's something to it. It's up to all speculations. We have to research, get the word out there. But people don't want to hear it. They don't want to believe that their trusted store, Walmart, would do anything like that, would side with the government. Let them do their operations on their properties, whatever. Most every major city in this country has tunnels and roads under it that go on for, some drivers say, for miles. Maybe it is a good way to cold storage. But usually, big companies like, say, Amazon, I'll say that, they have their distribution. They're large. They have a lot of their stuff there. They still operate. So why all these tunnels for supplies and warehousing? I can understand it in New York City because they've just about run out of room. A lot of stuff goes on underground in New York City. But there's other cities, there is none. There's even small cities that have tunnels underneath their city. But we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. If it looks suspicious, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to think about it. They just want to keep trusting the government and hopefully something can be done. But until we react, until we let everybody, get everybody together, we'll never accomplish anything. They'll just keep on going. And it's going to be hidden. We're not going to see it. We have to be vigilant, and maybe we can catch something. If we catch something, we need to talk about it. We need to spread it. Things like that, it's not a conspiracy. It's just what is going on. Something's going on. We don't have 100% fact. And with security and all, we may never know the fact. We have to beware. It's not dwelling on a conspiracy. We have to beware. A lot of conspiracies come true. Been proven over and over and over. I've seen in my time a lot of conspiracies that showed up to be true. They say aliens are real. The government, admitted it. I have my doubts. I don't totally agree with it. We have to make up our minds what we think is true, what's not true. We need to wake people's eyes up that there are things going on that we will never know the true fact. But we still need to point them out so people can watch and open up their eyes and see, at least there is something going on. Say they can't control the weather. Yes, they can. A lot of people say there's no such thing as HAARP. Yet, weird things happen that point to it. These large areas, I know there's a couple in Canada that I saw. I haven't seen any here in the U.S. But they're large things like umbrella antennas pointing to the sky in large numbers, like the fans, the electricity fans out there. Big squares, big compound with all those umbrella antennas pointing towards space. Bounce beams up there, and it bounces back the waves to the earth, causing things to go on. I don't know what kind of things. Could be earthquakes, could be anything. I'm not an expert, but it could cause changes in what goes on in a lot of these natural disasters, earthquakes, volcanoes erupting, because it unsteadies the plats that form the earth. Who knows what could happen? We see the planes leaving the chemtrails. All of a sudden, our weather gets warmer or it gets wetter. There's been floods for many, many years. It seems like every year they get worse. And they want to push the global warming or climate change agenda so they can really control us, really stop what we do, really take away freedoms. You can't do that because it's going to cause this or that. This is all to bring awareness to everything, whether it's right or not true. We have to be on our toes. We have to be able to think for ourselves and, form our own opinions of what's going on in this world. And there's a lot of this going on, a lot of it. We just don't know how much and to what degree. I guarantee you it is to a big degree. A lot of things. Yes, he did. See, for freedom and welcome again, Dixie. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. I tell you what, we have to open our eyes. We have to open other people's eyes. The only way we're going to do it is talk about it and try to prove it. We have oh, okay, yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, we had to prove to everybody, or at least bring them aware to look for themselves. You know, I've noticed a lot of people are lazy. They don't want to look for it themselves. They won't even try to look for it themselves. They'll take the status quo and go from there. They don't even want to try. Oh, slow here. Okay, let me see. Oop. At this point, Jesus doesn't need to take the wheel. He needs to pull over and spank somebody with his flip flop. I love that. That's a very good point. And who knows? Who knows? He may do it. He may do it. He may just do that because whether we think so or not, he's still working miracles. Still working miracles. Yes, indeed. I'm a prime example. He's done a lot of miracles for me that I thought were hopeless. And I'm not pushing my faith on anybody. You are your own person. And you need to decide for yourself. You know the truth or been told the truth. You have to decide for yourself which way you want to go. In all of life, it's not somebody trying to push someone. They're just trying to tell you what they think. It's your place to decide which way you want to go. It's not pushing. It's just like the media trying to tell us what to do. You know, they're doing their thing. They might be trying to push it, but I don't think as an actual Christian you should push anything on anybody. They can take it for what it is. You can either like it or lump it. You know, there's little signs every now and then. You know, things that, for instance, a while back when the George Floyd sign on the building was hit by lightning. Some people might think that's a coincidence, but I doubt it. Little things here and there. God and the Lord show that they're still in control. They're still here. They are still here. I always say, you know, in everything, I'm going to follow what I think, what I believe. It's my opinion. What you do with it is your own prerogative. I can only talk, show you examples, or people send me examples to talk about and check it out. Each and every one of us is the same way. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Good to have you here. How many do I have on Twitch? So I'm probably getting feedback on my mic from both phones. I had two phones going. This is the first time it's ever put an echo on me. Anybody'd like to come on and talk. Come on in. Hello, Al. How you doing? You come on here and try to irritate, you'll be asked to leave. I told my boss, no warnings, no warnings. As long as you behave yourself, that's good. So if you step out of line, my mods, they have your name, they have a few others to automatically block if you could get out of line. I do love freedom. I do love people having freedom. But it's to a point, like I said, there's no constitution here. This is not this is my house. No freedom of speech to say you like somebody coming in your house and trying to disrupt your home. They don't have the freedom to do that. This is my place, in my opinion. But I tell you, we have to learn to get along because we're doing this for everybody. Get better and different. We're fighting for the freedoms of everybody. As long as you don't do anything illegal. There's a lot of stretch room, and we all tend to forget it. Both sides of the aisle. One just as guilty as the other. I tend to go conservative. My ideas are conservative. But it used to be that there was good out of both parties. But now you can't tell the difference. And the Liberal Party, they want to be unanimous. No common sense, no right to thinking. Whatever their leadership says, it goes. Right, wrong, or indifferent. This is what we need to correct. We need to have a come together with both groups. Have them legislate on what we ask for, not what they want. And there's too much charity to other countries. Too much charity to other countries and not enough. It's been said that the government couldn't pay everything. Like if there was a fire in one area, that's up to the state. Used to be that would be up to the state. And if the state needed money, they would go to their Fed. It's gone beyond that. But we help countries that don't even need to be helped. But we don't help our homeless. We don't help our elderly. We don't help our vets. And both sides need to learn. Charity has to stop somewhere. We can't finance the whole world. We need to tend to our people here first. I mean, there wasn't even an income tax until after the war, World War II. Wasn't even income tax. Everything was done through bonds, etc. War bonds during the war, but they decided they wanted more. They wanted more money coming in. The states collected their own taxes before that. Every state had different levels of taxes. That's why they still have different levels of taxes. They have the right to tax in the state. And now the federal government says, whoa, we could get more to do this, that, the other. And took it away from the states. The state still gets to tax their own. But the government won't give them any help from the tax that they're taxing us unless they do what they say. For instance, the speed limits, when the speed limits went up, if they didn't tell them that, if they didn't back it down to what the government mandate was, they lost their funds. Every day we hear of the state on the verge of losing their funds because they don't want to agree totally with the federal government. And the states are the prior rule of this country. Legislation should be coming from the states, not from the House of Representatives. A lot of things have happened. Used to be that Congress wasn't in session only a few days. It's different. It just progressed. Maybe 1 week a month, however they did it in the past. And now they're there every day, even late at night, 24 hours, thinking up ways to get us, trying to think up ways to get more money. A lot of states still only have session once in a while, different periods, maybe a month or two, different times, different places. That's right. Freedom of speech does not include harassment. It does not in any of it. There's a lot of different examples. Yelling fire in a crowded theater and all kinds of different references. Main thing we got to do is love each other, listen to one another, and talk about other people's opinions calmly, peacefully, polite. Used to be that way. Both sides of the political party used to discuss things, use common sense. This thing about well, my group didn't get this money, so this party is wrong, or the government is trying to cut out Social Security. It's been talked about. It's been thrown around that the Republicans want to stop Social Security all my life, and at times the Democrats have tried to cut Social Security, but they forget about it. We should be paid in our Social Security according to what we paid to the standard that 401ks and other funds are getting. Maybe some percentage less or what have you, but it should be on a good level and increase with whatever they're getting from it in return. It's totally thievery. The amount that they pay people retirement, they should accrue at a regular rate and not put them into poverty. This is one thing we need to work on. We should be getting maybe a little bit below. Anyway, whatever that 401k and the rates of retirement funds are getting, it should be right there about it. Right there about it. But it's not. It's not fair. And we pay into Medicare all of our life. And we still have to keep on paying premiums. Unless you're able to get the state to pay your premium for you. We get insurance where we still have to pay high deductibles. supposed to fill that hole. It only puts a finger in the hole and it's leaking all around all sides. They're not treating us fair, period. They're not living up to their deals. I beg to differ. Now, let's quit naming names. We don't name names of people here. Carol has experienced modding. I'm sure she's made mistakes, just like you make mistakes. We have to love each other and get along. We're not going to get it calling names and pointing out faults. We're not going to get it that way. If you have something good to say, say it. And one of my other mods to time him out. One time out, because I'm not going to put up with it. If you want to say something, say it. Say it right and say it decent. And don't talk about people. All of us have made mistakes. All of us have said things wrong. All of us have done things wrong. But I don't want it kept on and on and on. I've seen things that most everybody has done. We all do it. We all do it. Okay, I'm going to go off of Twitch for a minute because I can't see my YouTube. That's one thing about this. Sometimes it shows me what the mod does, and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm trusting in my mods to do it right. That's all I ask. People, if you get timed out or banned, hopefully you learn from it and do better. And we have Navi on the backstage. Whoa, beautiful, Navi. Looks good in Lady Old England. Yes, I know, sir. I don't know how to make people mods on Twitch. I have a couple here that are on Twitch. I might have to find out from Zero how to do that on Twitch. And I'm going to tell everybody right here now that in England, you have the British and the English, and you don't call Navi a Brit. And you don't name the Brits. It's like calling somebody a communist. So I said before, we need to learn other countries' ways and politics and styles and what have you. Canada, Australia, to England, to France, to Germany, to Italy, everywhere. And in our history, when we had history in schools, our poor kids will not know what's going on in other countries because they won't teach it. That's another thing. History is being deleted. Our children, future generations won't know what happened because they're erasing it one thing at a time. One thing at a time. It's sad because we learn from our mistakes, and history tends to repeat itself. And our leaders know this. They know this, and they try to keep it out of. A lot of things we have to watch for. A lot of things we have to deal with. And we've just been letting things go status quo, not saying anything. I don't remember. Howdy, Wendy. How you doing? back in the day, they had the Parent Teachers Association. Back in my days, the Parent Teachers Association was not a union. It was in most schools. Each school, they had meetings of what went on in the school. And the parents and the teachers and the principals would all get together and they would discuss what is going on, what they're doing. We watch a ride to England at York, right? Right, Nobby?
That's Harrogate, my hometown. That's me riding my push bike.
Oh, come on, I can't hear. I might have to put my headphones on. Something is wrong
Can you hear me now?
with my sound. Try again.
So did you watch that interesting alien film that I sent you earlier on, Harry?
Just a second. Let me do one more thing here. Oh. Try again, Nobby.
Did you watch that alien film that I sent you early on?
Not sure.
It's quite a long one. It's about 1 hour and 50 long. I've just managed to watch it over 2 days. But it's quite interesting. It's a bit daft, though, I think.
What was it about now?
About them face peelers in Peru.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me, could you send me a lot of information? Which one it was?
I thought they might give you half an hour or so of entertainment.
Yeah. I was messing with the live voice. And I think I messed up my speaker system. The voice changer. I think I messed it up. Marty Bonza, how you doing? Good to have you here.
Yeah, have you seen the new audio enhancements in StreamYard, Kerry? Have you tried pressing a few of them buttons and see if you get an improvement?
Yeah, I just did that. I did that earlier when it first started.
Yeah,
it was
two
really
or three,
bad. 2 or 3 new ones there. I saw that. But I did something wrong with that voice modification. I was playing around with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna have to remove it. I couldn't figure out. I couldn't get any different voice changes or anything on it. But every country is having their own fight for freedom. This is Nobby in England and Malcolm and Tanya.
Yeah, we've been battling Canada for over 300 years with our fake government.
Yeah, and I'm seeing what they're talking about by knowing my history and studying what they're talking about now, and all these countries around the world are going through the same thing.
Yeah,
governments are all trying to rule like they are kings and queens in England, but all the way we have our parliaments and our different ways of our government, and it's really something that a lot of them are trying to get the freedom back into in one form or another. And I what really burns me up is when people say, "Well, that is hurting our democracy," and I won't never stop talking about that. We are hurt. This is hurting our democracy. We have to stop. It's hurting our democracy. There is no democracy in the U.S.
When your governments are criminals, you can't really.
Yeah. Right.
We've all got problems.
We are a constitutional republic. exactly, the ones that want democracy are usually criminals.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want the wrong thing. They want it, and they want it, you know, to keep going because Bob rules 50%, 50-50. They can do anything they want.
Yeah.
Mob rule, no matter what they want to pass. No matter, if we had democracy, it wouldn't matter what our Constitution says. But that's
You
why
know
the Constitution.
You know the
Go
man
ahead.
Benedict Arnold, don't you, Kerry?
Oh yeah,
British, yeah, British,
British, yes.
terrorist infiltrator,
Hmm.
wolf in sheep's clothing, nasty piece of work. But remember how
Exactly.
he disappeared? Us English got rid of him,
Yeah,
and then America read our constitution, edited it a little bit, and where you are today is where you are today. That's America, isn't it?
that's it. They took the Magna Carta and they expanded
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
They expanded on it, made it better, really.
and that's
Made
why
it better.
you should be. I'm not saying I'm saying people in America should realise that the British are the evil terrorists in this world, and it's the English that stopped slavery.
Exactly. Exactly. Like our groups here in the U.S., mainly mainly the conservative party. I'm not saying, you say conservative, not Republican, not Democrat. It's yeah, it's a long weaved web that
Yeah,
they've sewn. They've sewn. It's just like talking about slavery. If people
yeah,
really studied about slavery and the war of the Civil War here, they want to talk about all the evil that was done during slavery, when actually probably over half were actually working, fighting their freedom
yeah,
as indentured, not actually slaves, but they were considered indentured was slavery, really, with pay.
yeah.
They
And
used
talking
that. They
about
fought their freedom.
slaves, sorry, carry on, Kerry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's it. They talk about how the beatings and stuff in bad slave farms, slave
Yeah.
plantations, but they don't talk about the good ones that actually paid their people and they made them
Hmm.
head housemen out, head house ladies, uh, nurses,
Yeah.
midwives, you name it. I mean,
People's
it was
people.
bad.
Yeah.
What was bad was bad, but there was some good during that period. It
Yeah.
wasn't all, they weren't all treated bad, but they like to make the bad stand out
Yeah.
and bring division from everybody.
Do you remember the white
Go
feathers?
ahead, Doc.
Do you remember talking about this present
Uh,
subject that you're talking about at the moment? Do you remember the white feathers? The single white feather?
no, I don't.
A single white feather comes from
I've heard of it.
protesters back in the 18th. I'm not too sure about dates. Just bear with me. Late 18th century, like the women's rights movements and things like that in England.
Right.
What they do is pass on a white feather to the police, to the people like Biden and people like that. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, it was like a code.
it's like a
Like a,
I am what I am. I'm fighting.
uh, Anybody I've missed, welcome here. Glad to have you with me. Uh, there's a lot of things in history that we don't get. We don't get
Yeah,
it all, and we're not learning it. We're not passing it along. And there are some things that should be put out there, and a lot of things should be squashed. But people need to learn the history of what's taking place and how it's taking place to really know. Really know. I learn something every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Now, I'm fixing to be 74. I learn something new daily.
You're a teenager older than me, Kerry.
That's right. That's right.
You're
That's
a teenager ahead of me.
I told my kids, I told my kids, and I tell my grandkids, I learn something every day. You know, school never ends.
No.
Never ends. And
if you're not learning or doing something every day, life's just boring, isn't it? You got to be learning to do something.
For
learning
sure.
is the whole thing about being alive, I think, you know.
A lot of people out there just listening and they're not learning. They're not researching. They're not making sure it's true.
No.
And
they don't need. Some
go,
people don't need to learn because they just pay for their whatever they want, you know.
And
they can't even tie their own shoelaces.
They want somebody else to do it for them. They want somebody else to say it for them.
Yeah.
And they don't know whether it's true or not. They just tell something that they've heard, right, wrong, or indifferent. They just keep passing it on.
Ignore-whats.
But that's one thing in the freedom movement. We need to verify, know what's going on, and try to tell the truth constantly. We had to search out the truth.
Yeah.
But we're waiting on somebody to.
I think you was also talking a little bit about torture. Am I misinterpreting what you're talking about 5-10 minutes ago? Were you talking about like people getting like not torture? I determined it as that you were talking about torture, and what I had to say about it was, did you see the case of the autistic 14-year-old child getting abused by the British police yesterday?
Yes, I
that link I sent you. I think I emailed it to you.
Yes, I did.
It's absolutely disgusting.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
She said to that PIG, yeah, Sao, terrorist person in a black terrorist uniform, that, hey up, you look like my nan. And that pig. Sorry, I said it. I should have said it. Sorry, I said it. I just phonetically did it a minute ago. Did it correctly, but I said it. Sorry. But that thing accused her of saying, "You're bent or queer like my auntie or something." You know, they totally twisted what she said, and then all hands on, and you know, with her spinal problems and things like that, she's going to be in hell for months after what they just did to her. She's only 14.
Yeah.
She's still got autistic, you know, because all this nuclear radiation everywhere. There's kids getting autistic all over the planet now, you know, it's crazy. It's like an epidemic that is at the moment. Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are affecting all of us.
Yeah.
A lot of things. I mean, I've seen people I've known for a long time just go off the deep end, just you know, and it makes me wonder about the what we were given, you know, what people took, you know, trustingly, and there is nothing.
I think there's a high percentage of the world now that are absolutely psychopathic, crazy, should be locked up in the mental asylum. You know, don't know what's going on with people.
It just seemed to come on, just boom, you know, and then people were.
It came on 11 years ago when Fukushima blew up. You know, prior to 1989 or something. There weren't as many crazy people as there was afterwards, I don't think.
Yeah, and with what we had, what most people took, either willingly or forced, it really showed with that, and it might have something to do with going together. We don't know what these scientists come up with. It could have.
Scientists are the biggest terrorists on our planet. If you ever get introduced to somebody and they say to you they're a scientist or a professor, Stay
Yeah,
away.
you think about Mengele
The
and all
most
those.
evil, vindictive, Fabian bunch of crooked, awful, scheming people to have that name in the first place. To have that name in the first place, they've done something really, really bad. You know?
Artie Bonds, so they have that on Amazon. This is where I got this. But the only bad thing it just didn't. They have the "Don't Tread on Me" Gadsden flag, but with the alligator, they always have Florida on it. And that's where I got it from. I love that flag.
Yeah.
It tells it all. It tells it all, as well as the Gadsden. Yeah. But who knows what formulas they have put together with some of these disasters and things that have happened. Who knows what kind of plot they made combining different influences. We don't know.
No.
Thank you, Carol. You have a good day too. Talk to you later. Who knows what combinations they've come up with, what plans, because they all work together. They all work together. They have their groups, like-minded people. I have the Gadsden on my Freedom Jalopy. I have it on the back window. Love that thing too. I get a lot of comments what I'm out and about. Like it. Nobody not like it except my granddaughter. She told me it was racist, and she's married to a black fella. So, no, that's not racist. No, that's history. It told her, explained it to her. I thought, thank you, But that's the only complaint I've had about it. Love that.
It's great when you only get one complaint a day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes a change from usual 10,000.
Yeah, after Monday's, I wanted to. After Monday's talk, I got a lot of flack. I got a lot of praise. Got a lot of email. A lot of insinuations. You name it. I got all the way across the board. And
it's as if you lot live on the same street.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm only a bus fare away, remember? I could be over there in
can't rule the
45
world.
minutes.
I can't rule the world, and I don't want to rule the world. So all I'm out just to let people know how it is and what's what. And my thinking, which is why I call it music, because
Next, all your subscribers are moving. All your subscribers are moving in with you, Kerry.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all unfortunate that we all can't come together and talk peacefully and work out problems, discuss problems, because there are people that are good people that just think a little bit different than us. They don't all think liberal, if we're talking about liberal. And a lot of us conservatives don't always talk conservative. I mean, I started out as moderate, and some of my ideas are still moderate. Like abortion. I think abortion is between the woman, the doctor, and mainly God. That goes for all of them, both of them. It's up to God, what is right, wrong. And it's their opinion, on having an abortion or not. And I lived in the days when there was.
It's fine for 1 in a billion people that get raped or whatever, isn't it? It's needed.
Yeah. There back in the days when there was no before the Roe versus Wade, there was a lot of butchers. I worked in the hospital, my first job. It was right by the emergency room, and I saw all the time young girls coming in butchered, couple of them died, bled to death
No.
from butchers
No.
because it was illegal. So, we have to have, and I think it should be state to state, different from state to state, because, if you don't believe in one way, you can go to another state, you can move. But if it's made federal, there's nowhere you can go. You have to abide by that rule,
No.
which is wrong. Like I said, I think it's between the mother and the, father, if he's still interested or not interested, whatever, and God. But there has to be control. There has to be, if they do get it, it has to be saved. Or basically saved. But none of it's saved. None of it's saved.
I get
And
the
we
idea
had-
that some people are having abortions because they can't afford the $235,000 it's going to cost them to get their child to be 16 or 18 year old.
Mhm. And I lived back in the days where unwed mothers were not allowed to go to school. They were usually shipped to a home or to a relative, and then those were torture chambers. The unwed mother home,
Yeah.
treated them like garbage,
Mhm.
made them do things that no human should have to put up with. There's a lot of things that's happened. A lot of things that's happened.
Wasn't that half
TV.
sort of okay though? Because really, I think what they were doing is punishing them because they were going against the Christian values and beliefs, I think.
Exactly.
So therefore, you deserve to get a little bit of punishment for that. Like what you do. I haven't got kids or anything, but if I had kids, when I was a kid, I used to get punished. I used to have to sit on step for an hour or whatever. You know what I mean? Things like that. You always got punished, but you also learned by your punishments, don't you?
Yeah, a lot of things that the church has turned their back on, and that was one of them. That was a long time ago, but that was one of them. And a lot of churches have declined because they treated the people that way.
Mhm.
It's not what the Bible asked for.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. And they take it on their own hands to twist and flex it the way they want it. That's what's wrong with a lot of churches. They want to appease the government, so they go by their rules, just so they get their tax breaks or what have you. The TB institutions, people were treated like they were criminal, filthy conditions, bad living habits, you name it. And the mentally insane, the same way. That's why they're all out on the street, because
exactly, they should be in mental institutions. They shouldn't be out on the street. Yeah,
they should be taken care of.
Yeah,
nice, clean, caring, just like any other disease or illnesses we have. It should be treated the same way, not just put on the street to be homeless. Using drugs out on the street, what have you. Actually being a nuisance to people, unintentionally, but they are, because they create havoc. A lot of them go as far as to kill people.
I'll tell you a little story about that. Let me just go back here a minute. On the same subject, if I can go backwards. Can I? No, I can't go backwards. All right, fair enough. Anyway, talking about that, it's the only time I've ever really, what you'd call, attacked somebody was about 2 years ago. I was in a pub with all my friends and all the kids, 3 to 7-year-old kids, lots of them. We were having party games in the pub throughout the daytime. Then we were going to have a jamming session at night time. So throughout the day, this weird old crooked man came into the pub. Looked a bit strange. He had a handbag and 2 carrier bags in his hand, stuffed full with God knows what. Yeah. Anyway, it turns out we saw him outside, and he's with these 2 girls, like 24, 26-year-old girls. I said to these girls, I said, "Hey, up, is he your granddad or something?" It says, "Oh no, we're caring for him. We're we're part of the well, this hospital, which is not too far away from me, which is a psychiatric hospital, yeah. And so they were taking this dude out for the day. Now, throughout the day, three o'clock through till about 6 o'clock, we'd noticed this dude had started stealing children's toys, like, you know, dolls, games, hats, things like that, and stuffing them in his carrier bag, yeah?
Mhm.
Right? So he's with these two ladies, 20 young ladies, you know, well, to me, kids really, they were 20-odd-year-olds, you know. They were looking after this dude to make sure he behaved himself, I presume.
Yeah, they need to be
Yeah.
escorted.
And then later on, we met up in the Blues Bar, which is that pub what you've just seen a minute ago on this video, on the grass. I met up with a load of them there, and they're going, "Yeah, it stole a load of kids' toys and that. It was actually a fact, yeah." Anyway, what happens about 5 minutes later? This dude comes into the pub with these two carers. Yeah. So grab this dude, yeah, about scruffers of his neck, dragged him out the pub. Now my pub is pretty strict, yeah. The landlord is so strict, yeah, but he sort of respects me a little bit, but he won't tolerate that type of behaviour in his pub, yeah. So I dragged this dude outside. Everybody explained to bar manager and think what had gone on. So bar manager came outside. I'm expecting bar manager to drag me off and phone police or whatever. No, let me carry on. So I ripped these bags off this dude. The dude then ripping all his clothes and run off up the street, leaving these two 25, 26-year-old carers of his behind. And then we got explained by these we forced the carers to explain to us what this dude was. Yeah, is a child molester, is in psychiatric care, and they've just let him out into our pubs. So yeah, I thought you might enjoy that little story.
Yeah. Do they still have mental institutions in England?
There's one about 5 minutes ride away from me. Yeah, it's got iron barred cells underground. Yeah.
Is it run like a prison, or is it? I know
It's
they
run
keep
like what
men.
it's run like what I've just said. What they do, they get dangerous patients there, right?
Right.
They have electrode treatments and all types of whatever they get on with, and then they're let around our town with two young 25-year-old girls, expecting them two 25-year-old girls to keep them underhand
Keep them in-
in control.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
the cells are there for the police as well, so the cells are used by the police for, you know, mentally insane criminals, you know, as an emergency stop-off point. And that's in my town.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, my first job was in the hospital in Canton,
It's
Ohio.
not massive. It only holds 20 or 30 patients, you know.
And they had the 6th floor as a psychiatric part of the hospital, and it was all, you know, barred up and the windows barred and everything like that. And it was, you know, I was in dietary, and I was one of those who brought the food up, you know, and I was in charge of the meat department, but I would carry the trays up to the floors, get them up there, get on that floor.
Yeah.
The sounds and the screams and you know, just all of them going crazy. I mean, they're already there.
It's the ultimate crime. It's the ultimate crime against anybody as a child, anybody who's mentally ill or anything like that. It's absolutely the ultimate crime, and anybody that commits them types of crime should be hung. That's all I can say. Or even worse. Yeah.
I think they should be secure. There should be something secure, you know, in different types according to the levels of the illness, you know.
If they've done it, they're guilty, they get chopped. That's it. They're dead,
yeah,
where I'm concerned.
You know, some just need the medications or what have you, you know, and they don't have to be in one.
No.
But back in the day, they put them all in one and kept them there. Or send them to special schools, special homes, to live in. And
That bub
horrifying,
there.
really horrifying. I mean, we did some good, but yet we did some bad. Everything has its plus or minus, everything.
I can't have that. I've got too many stuff on that one.
Well, thank
That's
you,
my
Shirley.
video, by the way, with the pills on it. I thought that didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
Thank you, Shirlene. You have a good afternoon. Glad to have you with me and helping me. Thank you. Zero, is there a way to make mods on Twitch?
I'm not too sure
Anybody
about
else have-
Twitch.
I know. I know. Get this here so I hear it. But how you doing, Zero? Yes. Maybe if you get a chance, you can email me on my address on the about section and let me know how. I got a couple people that want to be on Twitch and Facebook Twitter, YouTube. Keep all my stuff separate here. A lot of this stuff is new. Thanks to Zero, he answered a couple of my questions. Oh, Zero, I wanted to ask you if you could be a mod on YouTube and put, well, maybe both of them, and put everybody's links up that you have, or they can send it to you. Let me see here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Sorry about that. You should have kept talking, Noggy.
So I'm busy. I'm skinning up.
I don't know why it's wrong. Look up Twitch. To me, Iron Fire. Let's see here. Clicked on the name. What is this? Is the alarm? No. I timed you out. I'm sorry. You're back. Whoa, I'm learning here, folks. I almost did a no. I don't see it. No, I don't want to copy something. No, I don't want to ban him. I don't want to ban him. No. Boy. Okay.
Tim Button though.
I can't figure it
It's
out,
a pretty
everybody.
colour. But that
I
button's
can't.
just looking at you.
Mm-hmm. Cannot figure it out. So please email me, and I'll make you one here. And if you would, I'll make it on Facebook. I gotta do it on my phone. Excuse the moment of lack of reasoning here. And now I'll do it on here's 0.
Hey, buddy. Click on
Hey,
my name. It's a little person with a plus sign.
hmm,
You
Is
see
it there?
it?
Oh, 0, I'll call you.
Yeah.
For short.
Yep. 0 for short.
Oh, 0. Okay.
Yep.
So where are you, 0?
Say what, Nobby?
Where are you?
Oh, I'm in Illinois. I'm in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Harrogate, North Yorkshire, England.
Right. I recognize the accent. I have a few guys from the UK area, so.
I can't even bring my page up on Twitch.
Yeah, so on Twitch, you would just click on my name, and it would be a little plus sign that says mod. When you click on my name, it'll be right there.
Okay, I gotta get back in because it froze. There we go.
Doing all right.
Do you have to do it on? Do you have to do it on the computer or on? You can do it on the phone.
You should be able to do it on your phone, but you can also do it on the computer. It'll probably be faster.
Yeah, I don't see it here right now. I'm clicking on the name. Oh, the plus. Yep. Takes me to the page. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'll work on that later.
And I don't have a wrench on YouTube, so
You don't have one yet?
I did. I don't anymore. I just popped into the chat and noticed it. Oh, now I do.
Yeah, I just did it. Like I cleared all the used most of the regular standard mods,
Yeah.
and excuse me, everybody. I'm learning.
It's all good, man.
I'm learning.
I'm just going to go make a cup of tea. I'm going to mute a minute.
Okay, good enough.
Lynn said, click on our names, Carrie. It should tell you to give mod privileges.
No, it just brings up a ban or
Yeah, and at the bottom, it should say towards the right, it should have a person, a little person. If you're on the Twitch chat.
I accidentally closed it, so I couldn't go back into it.
Yep.
I have the time and the name. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name?
Are you doing it from your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see how it is on the phone.
Let me try it on online. Oop. If I can spell.
If you can spell. Hey, everybody can't spell. Even I can't.
I can't type.
It happens.
Okay. Spell. What's going on here? Got to log in online. Bye. I can't see the chat, so I can't see what anybody's talking about. Maybe you can relay it while I'm talking.
I can do that. No problemo.
0.
Wendy said, I speak fluent Thai post. I think that's what that word is.
Oh, come on.
What's up, Chaplain? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I didn't sleep very good. I might as well have stayed up all night. I'll be honest with you, Chaplain. You know why, so.
Didn't mean to do that.
So you got it pulled up on your computer now, I'm guessing?
Not yet. I got to log all the way in. I mean, everything. Everything. My password.
Well, if you save that all to your computer, it'll automatically be logged in for you.
I don't know why it's not.
I don't know. That's $1 million question, right?
Yeah. That's they make it difficult.
Right.
I had to have a code sent to my email.
Yeah, I just sent it right to my phone for both my accounts because I have them both set up on my computer if I needed to.
Close a few of these pages. Maybe it'll help.
That would say.
Finally. Now bring my page up. I never realized. Yeah, this is almost as bad as logging back into.
Wendy said all my text messages, all my accounts send me text messages anytime, even I'm not sure what that word is. Change is made. Single change is made. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Not there.
She said annoying, but never miss any attempts.
Real. It's not doing it either.
You click on my name.
Yeah, well, I have follow, whisper, add guest, messages, timeouts, mod.
My privileges, right there.
It just says comments, not.
You should be able to just click on the little icon. It says mod privileges.
Okay. Lynn is modded. Let's see.
Yep.
Sorry,
and
everybody.
I'm right above her. There you go. You did it. You get it. Right on, Carrie.
Let me make sure I did Lynn right.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm seeing them. Mod privileges.
Let's
put let's do a little test. I should have a sword. No, I don't have a sword, but I probably got to refresh. Hold on.
Well, Chaplain is modded already.
Yep, it's there. I got a sword. Hoo-ha!
Okay, good enough.
Now you know how to mod people, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry everybody had to suffer through it.
Well, you know, it's a lesson for everyone.
But that's right. I forgot about that. Everybody that has a channel can learn that.
That's right. So they just learned how to do it.
Hmm. You speak fluent Taiwanese? I am very Taiwanese, as you found out. I'm not Taiwanese.
That's okay. I got banned from a friend's channel from the convoy because he thinks I'm a Fed.
Oh,
Yep.
it's something. It's really something how people come up with these conclusions.
Oh, I got pictures of what he thinks I'm a Fed.
Oh boy. Okay. This is things all of us got to learn. So y'all learn from I'll learn from what I do and what Zero says, and
Yeah.
yes, it's
I helped him.
mine.
I helped him get a Twitch affiliated, and then this is what I get in return.
Right.
Yep.
And I know you got most of the people's. Most of the people's.
Oh yeah, Lynn. I'll call you later and tell you a lot about it. Carrie, I'll probably tell you in private.
All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Let's just say that's the reason why I didn't sleep at all. Yeah, bothers me that bad.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't get talked about too much out there, but I do occasionally.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it.
when we see it, I'm gonna jump to your fence, sir, because you don't deserve that at all.
No. I've been called Monday. I was called there from Nazi to
Yeah.
you name it, everything. I learned
Right.
a lot by that day. I hope everybody else did too. How not to act, how not to, put the person that you're watching in it,
Mm-hmm.
and yourselves, even yourselves. I mean, it goes all the way around. I mean, it just causes pure mayhem. Pure mayhem for everyone. Everyone. Did you get your sword, Lynn?
I'll just put it to you this way: they were taking screenshots of our streams.
No. A lot of that is going on. They call it receipts. Call it receipts. Getting something over on everybody. Trying to prove,
Yeah.
whether their intellect, I guess. That's all I can say. They think they're smart. Smarter than us. Smarter than the average Joe, which is, ludicrous. There's always somebody smarter. Always. I'm not, I know a lot, but I don't know everything.
Yep. And that's why, when it comes to certain things, if it's something I don't know, I will be honest and tell you, or I'll try to find the answer.
I'll try to find out exactly. Just tell them it's best not to say I don't know. It's best I'll try to find the answer for you.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. All part of psychology.
That's for sure.
Many years of management. I learned that a long time ago.
I've learned a lot from a lot of you guys, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I say, I learn every day.
That's right. If you're not learning every day, then that's not a good thing.
Just like now, learning how to mod people on Twitch. Just like
Right.
that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
telling everybody, Wendy. Your channel is your home. You make the rules. There's no
That's
freedom
right.
to do what as you please in a channel. None of them.
That's right.
Good, bad, or indifferent. You do not have freedom to say whatever you want to.
Yep.
It's up to that channel, to decide right, wrong, or indifferent. And a lot of us make mistakes. A lot of us, we do time out too quick. We do ban people quick, and
Only if they really deserve it, though.
but if they deserve it, right? They deserve it. And if the mod wants to get the mod's reputation comes from what they do, from what example they set. If
Modding is a privilege, not just something that you just abuse. It's a privilege. It's something you take serious.
And you see a lot of mods and other channels come in and they just slap abuser right off the bat, you know.
Yeah.
I always want to give everybody a chance until you know, go against me, you know, or maybe try to make me look stupid.
That is very true, Chaplain.
Exactly. Because no matter what you have out there, there's always going to be somebody who disagrees with you.
Yep.
You know, no matter what opinion you have, somebody's going to disagree with you. So this shots are really null and void because everybody has their own opinion. You have to make up your own mind. That's why I always say, just think from the inside out. Think from the inside out.
Right.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, Wendy. You have a good channel, and I encourage everybody to go watch Wendy 10 o'clock at night. Behave on her channel because she will put you out.
Right.
And I'm probably one of her mods, and all I do is put links or what have you. You know, I don't ban anybody. I let her do that. I let her time them out.
Yeah, I usually don't do that unless I know they're not supposed to be there.
And this is where we all need to get to as a group, as a family. All come to one accord.
I call us a streaming family for a reason.
That's right. We can't put up with the troublemakers. The want to be agitator paid ones. You know, ones that get paid for it. They're working for their own goal, basically. Either they get off on interrupting people, you know, causing problems, or they want to they're working to get paid for it.
Yeah.
Or they do get paid. Plus, you have
Right.
YouTube that comes in there. YouTube will come on, and they have people to watch. You won't see a name. You won't even see a name.
Right.
I don't think you can ban them. I don't think they can be banned. So, you see something like that, you know it's a spy. Just for all your people that didn't know that out there, you will know the difference. I have seen it. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. You know, it happens.
Right.
Especially people that are watching closely, if they've been reported or what have you.
Yep. Hi to all those lurkers out there that are mean.
We don't realize that there is buildings and millions of people watching us all the time, taking every word we say down, you know,
Yep.
recording it, digitizing it, you know, making notes of us, putting us on lists, you name it. That's their main job. Their main job is to spy on us, to make sure we, you know, don't give misinformation out that, or, you know, all kinds of stuff. It's not all by bots. There's people sitting there day in and day out, just recording everything.
Or screenshotting your whole stream because they think you're doing certain things.
That's right.
Yep.
All kinds of things. I mean, everything.
I know that was going on a lot with the convoy days, but there was reasons for that. So
Yeah, and I really think, in my own personal opinion, I think the dark forces scared the daylights out of them. I
yeah,
really do.
there was a lot of stuff going on with that convoy. It still
You can
was a
see it.
beautiful thing, though.
It was. It was the most beautiful thing I've seen. I mean, made everybody's eyes leak all the time. Bridges, the overpasses, everywhere. And we need to get back to that point. We need to get back to that frame of mind. Celebrate our freedom and act for our freedom. Fight for our
Yep.
freedom. This is not just a game for people to talk, express opinions. It's time to put our voice out there, mean what we say, and get it done. Act on it. Not just talk about it, but act on it. Everybody can do it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
do the best you can in your circumstances to help with the cause.
Exactly. Not try to tear it down, and not deface everybody. Make everybody, point to one opinion, because there's a lot of opinions out there. I mean, the people here today probably have some different opinions from what I'm saying, what you're saying, when Chaplin comes on. Everybody,
Right.
they can make bad out of good, and they will try it. And a lot of times, unfortunately, they succeed. Like I say, whatever you can do, you call people on the phone, whatever, call a friend, invite a friend over, talk about it on the phone, tell them what you're doing and why you're doing it. Make it personable, not make it to a whole big group, make it personal,
Yeah.
one-on-one. I talk to a lot of people that, hate what's going on and everything. I tell them
Yeah.
what I do, and tell them how I think about it.
Well, when I met them in Illinois, when they came back across, it was great. I actually got to meet Bryant before he passed, and that was a good man. And I thanked him.
Fantastic individual.
Yes, he was.
I wish I could have gone, but I had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And COPD out there. And my cars blew up at the same time. And
Yeah.
you name it. Everything happened.
All at once, right?
All at once. So
That's usually how it goes.
And they didn't come this far south, so.
Right.
But we had our flag waves down here. Believe me.
Right.
I didn't record a lot of them because I wasn't in the live streams.
Right.
I was doing my Jesus Lives group mainly, not being, mainly 100% political. Yes, I know that, Wendy. That was quite a privilege.
Yeah, Wendy, I probably did see you and probably never even said and probably didn't even notice, to be honest with you. But when we were in Illinois, I had the blue truck, the blue pickup with the flags on the back in front of Brian's truck.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
My
realize.
daughter's birthday.
A lot of things. Mm-hmm. Even now, there's a lot of people I don't know that I saw that, I saw. And I watched it from day one all the way.
Yeah.
And even my buddy, that my brother, for over 40 years, he was living at my house, and he got to know everybody, just watching, listening. And he's come to a couple rallies we had here. So,
yeah, when I was there, Wendy, your thing was on the back of his trailer. I remember seeing it, but I didn't know you at the time, so I probably ran right into you, knowing my luck.
I should probably video more when I'm out. A lot of times I don't, just like, when I go to the doctor and everything. Every occasion I find that I can talk to somebody, I talk to them. We should all be the same way. Wherever we go, something comes up, brings it out. Tell them how you feel, or ask them how they feel. If they start complaining against the liberal way and the gas prices and the food prices, you name it,
Yeah, that video you did of that car show in that weird town that looked like a TV set place was a good one, Kerry.
Yeah, I like those fireworks. Everybody's. I imagine everybody is enjoying that now. That's fantastic videography. Let me tell you. So you got to do it more.
Well, Wendy, if I would have actually met you then, I would have talked to you, hon. I actually had a friend of mine that's been with me for over 7 years. Was in Hagerstown for a couple days with you guys the first time. So. We were pretty involved.
Have you all seen that propaganda film, Eisenhower, however you say it? Yeah.
No, sir, I have not.
I'm just editing it at the moment and getting rid of all adverts and things. It's gonna be on my Rumble channel in a few hours.
10-4.
I thought I had it a few weeks ago, but when I've actually watched it, it was
Yeah.
the documentary about the film, not the film itself. But the documentary was interesting anyway. But now I've got a good quality copy of the actual film from
Right.
India, so it's got Indian subtitles which I've put black bars over and things,
Yeah.
And it's got a few casino.net adverts on it which I put flowers on top of. So yeah. What do you think? How many minutes do you think they'll let it onto YouTube?
Probably not.
If I read, because I've recut it and everything, you know what I'm saying? I've put all sorts of stuff on top to make it not look like the real thing.
Well, I guess the best thing to do is if, I wouldn't take the chance with your channel, bud. I would just put it where you're gonna put it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fine on Rumble, isn't it?
Right.
Nobody says now.
Everybody needs to read what Chaplin said there, because that's 1% right. No matter what you believe, that's the way it should be. Not stupid or level. Let them be fools. And everybody will know who's fools and who's not fools. You don't have to, you don't have to personally condemn them, because everybody has their own eyes to see exactly what they are. It don't take a moron, You know what they're about.
I've got to stay quiet with this conversation.
Oh, but it's the truth. It's the truth. They show their own ignorance, and they're not going to change their mind.
That's
Never in
okay.
a
I'll
million
just
years.
report myself. Play safe. Report yourself before you say anything.
Right.
Mr. YouTube,
Yeah,
I'm just about to say this is it. All right.
Wendy, that is a good idea. Then they can blame me and not my mods. I think I want to add that to my list. You banned by me, yeah. Adios amigos. Yep. And I was watching a video today, and this person was trying to prove their point, and everything he, she, whatever said, he ended with right, like he wanted approval, like he knew he was wrong, but he still wanted to prove it. If you notice, everybody that ends something with right, they are trying to gain your approval. In other words, they know what they're saying is a bunch of BS. I mean, so think about that next time you talk. Or you hear it, somebody saying right, right, right. Occasionally you can say it, but you know, if you do it over and over, you're just trying to gain approval. Or what you know is probably wrong. 9 times out of 10, it's wrong. Yeah. We got so many battles out there, so many different things, so many wrongs been done. We would never get through all of them. All we can pray for is a revival, which would clear everything up in a heartbeat. Or we all band together and win it by our voice and our strength. We're still the sleeping lion. Got to get a lot more numbers before we're a waking giant. A lot more numbers. And I don't understand why people don't want to listen, and why people don't understand when it's right there in their face. It's all part of the conditioning we've been through in the past 100 years. We've been conditioned for this moment. And
Evidently, people haven't lost enough.
No. That's because they bait us and they give us, you know, just enough. They know just how much they can give us at a time.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, they've got it down to a science. They've experimented, had experiments, everything. Just like commercials. Gets into your head and uses your subconscious to get something sold or done. And they're doing it to us every day. Conditions by hidden subconscious messages. And it's working. We just have to sit back, clear our heads, and think for ourselves.
Right.
I mean, it's sad that we go on the internet, we look something up, and for the next few weeks you get notices everything what you looked up or tried to buy or you name it. It constantly comes up on YouTube, everywhere. You know, trying to point us in another direction or the same direction that benefits them. Exactly, Wendy. Exactly. You're a disruption. Nobody wants to agree to disagree. And nobody wants to admit they're wrong. Nobody wants to admit they're wrong, period. This is the world we live. This is the world we live in now. And you have to grab the bull by the horns and bring it down. We need to have these discussions, you know. Let everybody know, open their eyes to what's right and what's wrong. Let them think about it and decide, am I right or am I wrong? And hopefully everybody will see if we tell it right, our opinion, they may or may not form their opinion the same as ours. That's life. Take it or leave it, you know, one way or another. 'Cause I know there's a lot of like-minded people out there. A lot of people who would jump on board with us, but they're afraid. They're afraid of what they'll lose. They're afraid of what they've be talked about, put it in the wrong light. You know, they don't want to. They don't want to give themselves, put their ideas forward. They're afraid of what somebody might think of them, or they might not like them. I'm not in this to win a popularity contest. A lot of you are in this to win a popularity contest. But they are a lot. That's all they want to do. Get their name out there, make some money off of it. Make some money off of it, or just, you know, everybody else.
Carrie, do you have any more questions for Twitch, my friend?
Oh, I did have it up there, but I went back to stream there. So. I don't have anything right now.
Okay, man. You got me on Facebook, so you can just message me or call me.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jump off, but I gotta take care of the kiddos because we just all woke up.
Okay.
So much love, everyone.
You too, and thank you for coming on.
Yep, just I got your volume on, so just let me know when you want links dropped.
Okay. Anytime if you do it now before you get started, or you know.
Yeah, I can do that.
Or the next time, be fine.
Yeah. All right. Much
Either
love,
way.
everyone in the chat. Later, Carrie. I was able to help you, sir. Later. Now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And you know, one other thing I'm thinking, there's a lot of people out there that we're friends with that other people don't particularly like. And there's people that you have friends that other people don't particularly like. Let's quit cutting them down because they have somebody talking to them that you don't really want to talk about or see. We all have to get along. You know, a lot of different opinions out there. A lot of times, like I said, we do things, we say things taken out of context, or you do something that they don't like. Immediately they down everybody. It's we all have our own friends. We shouldn't cut each other down because of who they are, even if we don't like them or whatever. Whatever has happened, we had to get past that. We need to come and have clear minds, think objectively, not about what this person did or the other person did. We need to talk about our goal. We need to talk about the plans of getting our goal accomplished. Not tear everybody individually down, because this is not individual. This is united. All of us together strong. And when we start nitpicking, you know, well, they did this, they hurt me this way, they said this about me. And don't cut it. That's not showing love. That's not showing respect. It's not showing anything but hatred. But please, you talk about something or somebody, think about it. Think about what you're trying to accomplish. Does this help what you're trying to accomplish, or is it defeat it? We have to think. We have to think with one mind and not put each other down. Make them try to make them feel subhuman. This is one big thing I see wrong. Too many people holding grudges. Too many people won't let go of those grudges. We need to let it go. Let it go. If you have love in your heart, you'll get over it. We all got to get that love in our heart for everybody. Everybody. If not, we're wasting our time. We are wasting our time. Love your neighbor as yourself. Where does that come from? Love your neighbor as yourself. Of course, if you don't love yourself, you can't love your neighbor. You have to love yourself first. You have to have that, come to that understanding. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're never going to get anywhere. The Ten Commandments: love your neighbor as yourself. Even Confucius come out with that. You know, a lot of religions feel that way, teach that way. No matter who you are, in everyday life, your life will go so much better if you love your neighbor as yourself. That's with or without the scripture. Either way. You don't believe in the scripture, make it something you go by. It's your choice. So much easier when you care what people do and love them. Stand up for them. So much easier. This is what we have to condition ourselves for. This is what we have to live by. We have to stand by. If we can't love, we can't unite. We can't unite, we're going to fall. One after another. All I'm asking everybody to do is think about it. Try to live your life that way. It's your choice. It's your choice. Think about all the people in jail now because they didn't love themselves. They hated themselves, so they turned to a life of crime to make themselves look better. You get some excitement. You know, catch me now. All kinds of things. And we can't live our lives that way. We can't live our lives that way. And we started a long time ago with psychiatry, telling people, well, they had a sheltered life. They had an abusive life. It's all their parents' fault. It's all your parents' fault. We come out with that, and everything started declining. We quit correcting our children. Things started declining. We took the Bible out of schools. It really started declining. The government took God out of the Democratic Party. It mentioned God in the Democratic Party. And here we are. Think about it. Everybody knows the truth. Everybody knows that's what can happen. Everybody runs from the Bible. The demons all run from God, all run from the Bible. Proven over and over and over. It's evident what has happened. Okay, good to have you with us, Wendy. I'll see you later. Everybody go and look up Wendy. She likes to play games, likes to play a game called Fibbage, Quick Flash, and she invites everybody, like you said, as long as they behave themselves and gets along, if she will slap Bandy.
What's 2 words in chat for you there, Kerry?
Do what?
What's 2 words in private chat for you there?
Oh.
Just 42.
Okay, I'm lost here. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to that. Wake up, Carrie.
I've just put it in. It's fine. Are you familiar with the thoughts too, Kerry?
Not really. I can read.
It's the Mars version of the what we call the 10, what you just mentioned a minute ago. We call it the
Ten
Thoughts
Commandments.
two. You call it the Thoughts two laws of Ma. MAAT.
MAAT. It's going to take me too long to read it right now. What I scanned looked pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of different things out there. Confucius has a
Yeah.
lot. And, Mount, I don't know. I haven't read it, so
Ma
We have to,
refers to Ma, M-A-A-T, refers to ancient Egyptian laws, philosophy, concepts, and promote order, balance, and truth and harmony, and justice.
there's a lot of truth, a lot of beliefs, a lot of truth. But some of it goes through a different path, a different way.
And do you remember what I was
Myself-
telling you about the white feathers that we used to give to, well, the victims used to give to the evil people back in the day? They used to give them a white feather as though to say, what Ma used to do, it's where it comes from, is M-A-A-T, where Ma was an ancient Egyptian goddess, yeah, for justice and order. She's usually depicted as a winged woman. The goddess is often shown with an ostrich feather on the head, or with a white ostrich feather especially. The feather of Ma was an important part of weighing of the heart and soul and ceremony of the afterlife as well. So white feathers have got a big thing in history throughout all religions, really.
Yeah, to me, the Bible, or from the Old Testament all the way up, is the oldest religion.
Yeah.
Of course, you had your Egyptian back then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't carried forward. It was dropped.
Well, my
Long
family
time
of
ago.
English indigenous people have been Christians for over over 1,000 years. We go
Uh-huh.
back
Yeah.
over 1,000 years. There's England and being Christians, and then the British came along in the 1700s and destroyed it all.
And the people run from one faith, and that's Christianity.
Yeah.
The demons just scream when you talk about the Bible or anything biblical, anything about God. They scream, run,
Yeah.
crazy. That shows me there's something to it. That shows me that there's absolutely something to it. I'd rather believe in my Lord and be wrong than not to believe anything, and we as Christians are right. That's the way I look at it. And it doesn't really hurt your lifestyle or the way you live unless you're doing something totally against what the biblical scriptures say.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? It's everybody's choice. They're given that freedom to think, think and accept or not accept. Either or. Not forcing anybody. That's the God-given right to have the freedom of choice. Same way with our Constitution. It's freedom of choice. Freedom of everything. As long as you don't do wrong or illegal. It's up to you. You know what you want. We'll talk about it. We'll spread the word. We will stop that, but we're not forcing you to, listen, take it in. It's your prerogative as an individual, creature God, to decide, am I going to follow him or am I not? It's the way it is, the way it is. Just like the people here, they have the choice to want freedom or not want freedom.
Yeah.
They have that choice. They have that prerogative.
But I don't know, the lunatics have taken over the asylum, but looks of it in some places in this world.
I was just thinking about what you just said all day today. And the lunatics have taken over the asylum, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They have. And we have let them do it. We kept our mouths shut. Trying to be nice to everybody. Trying to let them have that freedom. But they have just about taken over everything. And it's all our faults. We're all to blame because we didn't start earlier. We just let it happen and held our nose and let it go on and on and on and on. And it's time to say, stop it. Time to stop it. It's sad, We all know it, but we don't want to do anything about it. It's like when I was in New York as a teen in '67. We had our senior class trip to New York City. I saw these white guys take a black guy, grab him by both arms, both legs, and slam his head into the car. Back then, cars were cheap aluminum. They were metal, heavy duty.
Yeah.
Slammed him in it so hard, a big dent in that fender. There was two cops there watching it and ignored it because they didn't want to get involved. We asked them, why didn't you do anything? They'd probably kill us, so we're not going to do anything. And that mentality has grown and grown and grown. And now it got it where we mistrust our police. Instead of asking police departments to remedy something, we got people going on with audits, trying to stir up trouble, trying to bring things, instead of going to the police chief or whatever and talk to them about it. Have committees investigate.
We were the police. The people were the police. The police used to have the whistles, used to, have the truncheons, and whenever they were in trouble, they blow the whistle, we'd go help them. Right. With our guns or whatever we've got,
No gun, yeah, because the bobbies.
Then they take their weapons off us and then give weapons to the police, and it's all swear worded.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Should give it a swear word, or should
like in the old West.
Swear word.
It's like in the old West, the citizens would take it on themselves if somebody stole their cattle or their horse or robbed them.
Yeah.
They could take out their own justice. Then they call the sheriff or marshal or whatever, and they would either agree or not agree.
Now police are just dressed in militia terrorist uniforms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're all totally out. Yeah, they're all totally either overweight, short, whatever. 90% of them are gay in England. I don't know what's going on with them lot, like with pink fire engines,
same with our
police cars, and I even saw a pink bus the other day. There's like, is that only for gay people, that bus then? Because I won't go on it. You know what I mean?
It's the same. It's in the same year in our military.
Like, what?
Our military. Same here in the States with our military. They're proud of it. You know, they make commercials. Join the army. You can be gay. You can be transsexual, whatever you want. And even our fire department and police departments are decaling their cars in pride
Yeah, we've got
colors.
a rainbow fire engine. God no, I mean they're gonna obviously not put my fire out, are they? You know,
Yeah, I mean it's
no way in hell they're gonna
all
put
over the
my
world.
fire on fire. I won't even
It's
let my
all over
house
the
even if it
world.
was my house, even if my house was on fire, I won't let them in if they were dressed in pink uniforms.
It don't look too comforting.
You know what I mean? I say
I
I
want
want
somebody
straight
famous.
firemen round here putting my fire out, mate. I don't want any of you lot.
I'm not saying there's no strong ones in it, but they tend not to be. Good, strong, healthy individuals tend not to go that
I'm
way.
not having that for any game of soldiers and then get stuffed.
You know, historically, they're not, you know, typically strong. There are a few, but I mean, what's that make our military look like? You know, because they know that typically they're not strong people. You know,
Well, both me and all of England and all of Wales and all of Scotland and all of Northern Ireland and all of Russia are laughing at
yeah,
the
especially Russia.
pink brigades, you know?
And this crap going on over there in Ukraine and
Yeah.
Russia.
Yeah, it was terrible over there in 2013 when British invaded
I'm
there and
watching.
started to do their awful things like I've told you about before, what they used to do.
Yeah,
All trained
I've
here in
been
Yorkshire.
watching. I've been watching videos where they're way out in the middle of the woods. Must be a drone flying,
Yeah.
recording everything. You got Ukrainians one place here, and the Russians the other. There's like a dozen men, you know, and they're firing mortars or what have you. You know, mainly the Russians. Then you hear that they had a truce, and Ukraine broke the truce. You hear all kinds of stories. We don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
It's beginning to look like Russia had a good idea because of the biological weapons and everything they were doing, the corruption, and that they had a truce in place to begin with, and Ukraine busted it by nefarious things, you know. So you don't know who to believe.
You know Patrick Lancaster, do you, Kerry?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you would do.
No, I don't know everything.
I'll put this in StreamYard private. Okay. This is the second hit I wanted to give you because I thought you knew who Patrick Lancaster was, but I'll put them in first actually because that'll be a bit confusing. Just give me a second.
Okay. But we take in what a lot of people take in what mainstream media puts out there, and then you watch these videos and see a totally different thing going on.
I can put this in. I can put this in real chat. This because it's YouTube. It's fine. Is that okay by you, Kerry? Put this in normal chat because it's your YouTube one, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
So, I'm gonna put the one that shouldn't be in chat. Hang on. I can't make such mistakes. Where am I? Don't put the one that's not meant to be on YouTube on YouTube. Put that in private. I see.
And everybody out there, everybody listening, 10 right now. All my memes and my feelings and my thoughts, I put on Facebook on Kerry's Musings. So if you want to get a little more information, I can give here, and see exactly how, get some idea how I think. Go to my YouTube, my Facebook, check it out.
Yeah, if you want real on the line Russian news, go where I've just given you in private chat. It's quite interesting.
Okay.
But I've noticed that their site gets refreshed every 18 months or so because they had this awful one from 2014 that I should have recorded myself, but it's now disappeared. about the 2013
Yeah.
thing that I've talked to you about in the past, I think, yeah. Which I can't mention on YouTube. Yeah. But that one I put in private chat there is a bit complex, but when you get used to it,
Since I know you,
you'll understand what I'm talking about.
hopefully that'll show it. You might paste that again.
Don't show
It's not
that.
showing.
Don't show that anywhere else, though, Kerry, because it's like, you know, it's
Yeah, your YouTube post, you probably have to post it again because
not
you
YouTube
weren't a
post.
moderator.
YouTube ones I put in YouTube in normal chat.
Yeah, no, I mean on normal chat. You might want to do it again, so people click on it and go to it. Because I think most of my mods have jumped
There you
off.
go. It's in double now.
Very good, thank you. Subscribe.
But that one begin with I that I give you. I've been there since about 2011. I started going there and finding things out. So it's pretty to the point.
Okay, well, get a couple new ones in. Anybody wants to come in, add to it? Come on in. I'll stay a few more minutes. Let everybody get a chance to say what they want. I don't want any, I really don't want any voice unheard, but some people don't know, how to keep it reasonable. I guess that's our life now, Some people just don't want to be reasonable. They want it their way or the highway. Never the twain shall meet.
No.
Never. Unfortunately. We got to band together and get her done. Say day in and day out. Get her done. We need to stop talking about it and act on it. In all of our locales, all around the world, everywhere. Anybody listening, get out there and do something, no matter how small, how insignificant you think you are. You are important. You are important. We all band together, the same mind. We can get the impossible done. We have to understand and realize every little thing we do counts. Everything. Well, I'm going to jump off here and hope everybody has a good weekend. Everybody, remember, tomorrow at 1, get out there, wave the flag, do something patriotic. If you want to, send me pictures or videos, or put the videos on your page. If you don't have a page, you can send it to me and I'll put it on. Just tell me, what you want to put on. Let's show our pride. Let's show our pride. Let's get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. Get it done. We're bringing that pride back. Now, I'm going to not say pride. I'm going to say our proudness back to this country and other countries too, if you're listening to me. Get out there and show your national proudness. Get out there and show that you love your country and will do anything to keep it safe and right. We've gone so far off track, it's going to be hard to find the right track. It's going to be hard. Let's go out and do our patriotic duty. Wave it. Show it. Be proud of it. Till Monday at noon. Y'all have a good weekend. Have a good time. Get out there and talk to everybody about it. Get out there and talk to everybody. I'll see you later. Love you guys. Love you guys to death. See y'all.